Hi guys, waiting for the rest to join and we're going to start. For those of you who are here, please open your reading writing workshop textbook to page 180.
Miss, I like the story. I read it
Liked it?
yesterday.
You read the big
Yeah.
story or you read this one that we're reading today?
Not the one we are reading today.
All right, that's good.
It was fun.
That's good because it's fantasy. It's a fun genre, right?
Yeah. Should we write our names in the chat again?
Yes, dear. Again, I was waiting
Okay.
for you to join. There's only 11 here. But go ahead, yes, write your name in the chat box. Guys, write your name in the chat box as you join. All right, volunteers to read. Okay. So this is on page 180. And it is called Survivaland. What is Survivaland? Okay. So this text that we're going to read today is going to give us examples about how learning about nature can be useful. All right, we're going to read and point out the vocabulary words for this week. Okay, go ahead, Habiba.
Okay, Miss. Read the first paragraph.
Yeah, dear, start. Start reading.
I am going to win Survivaland, Roll declared as he started the computer game. His immobile character suddenly sprang into an action on screen. He raced across the desert island pursued by a sandstorm.
Pursued by a sandstorm. So a sandstorm was coming after him. All right, continue, dear.
Not today, Latrice warned, while moving her character on the screen. I'll be the last player standing on the island. Janita stomped her feet. No way, she insisted. I always devise a winning game plan.
All right, thank you. I always devise
You're
a
welcome.
winning game plan. What did we say devise means? What does it mean when you devise a plan? If you devise a plan, this means that you think about it, all right, and you or you think about something and you plan something very carefully. This means you are devising.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Miss,
You're
this
welcome.
is the small story.
I'm sorry, this is the small story. Yes, this is in the reading writing workshop. All right, Kenzie, can you continue reading?
Sure. Jackson found Survivaland is too complex, he complained. You have to know all about nature to win, but in real life, knowing about nature is not that important.
Okay. Continue reading, dear. Yeah, sorry.
You are so wrong, Nita cried. A loud cracker sounded and the entire room went dark. When the lights returned seconds later, 4 players were very confused. Instead of controlling their characters on the computer screen, they were on the island themselves.
Okay. So first, before we move on, what does complex mean? Survivaland is too complex. What does it mean? If something is complex, again, this is one of your vocabulary words. What does complex mean, guys? Difficult. Okay, so something that is complex is difficult to understand or do. Okay, so the author here introduced us to these friends who are playing a computer game called Survivaland. It is set in it's set on a desert island, and we know they are competing with each other in order to win the game. Okay, but it is complex, all right, which means it is difficult, and it involves sandstorms. It involves it requires the players to have a plan, to devise a plan. Okay, thank you, Kenzie. All right, finish reading the paragraph you started, dear.
I finished.
I thought you didn't finish the last sentence. Okay, dear, thank you. Tanahi, I can't believe it.
Okay. I can't believe it. We're inside the game. Roll exclaimed. And this hailstorm is
Exclaimed.
blinding me. What should we do? Suddenly, a large sign in the sky flashed a message. Run west to escape the storm. Which way is the west? Jackson called. I know, Latress exclaimed, pointing. The sun is rising over there. And since the sun asked him in the east, said the west must be the opposite direction.
All right.
Okay, finished.
Okay, so in paragraph 4 here, Jackson says that in real life, knowing about nature is not important, all right? But then Juanita says he is wrong. So we notice here they disagree, and this is important to the story's message that we're going to understand later about nature and its usefulness. Okay, Aysel?
Both of them are contradicting.
Yeah, exactly.
The four players ran until
Can you raise your voice, Aysel? Can you come closer to your mic?
the four players ran until the sandstorm was safely behind them. Whoa, that was close. Row gasped with a shortage of breath.
All right, continue, dear. Let's stop here. What is a shortage of breath? What is a shortage? When we don't have enough of something. All right,
Enough
so
of something.
what does
So
it mean if
there's
he has a
something is
shortage of breath? So if you're running really, really
You
fast, you
can't
feel
breathe.
like you have a shortage of breath. You don't
A
have,
shortage of
all
breath.
right, so you can't breathe well.
Can't breathe.
Can't
it's
catch your breath
like
from
a
running.
small amount. Too small amount.
All right, very good. All right, continue, Aysel.
Suddenly, Janita shouted, "No time to relax. There's no trouble up ahead." The group looked up and saw a gigantic butterfly hovering above them. Janita feared the monster insect might fly down and land on her head.
All right, thank you. Amr, continue.
Yes. Just then, Raoul stopped onions growing nearby. He quickly pulled one up and smashed it with a stick. He pulled it apart, fashioned 4 onion pieces, and said, "Rub this all over yourselves now."
All right.
Yes.
Continue the next paragraph, dear.
The giant butterfly floated down and rested its feet on Juanita, just as
Juanita.
Juanita, just as she had feared. She shrieked,
She
shrieked,
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 she screamed.
shrieked in fright, and the gigantic
Gigantic, yeah.
insect, gigantic insect flew away. I think my screaming scared it off.
All right, thank you.
Gianta sighed.
All right, thank you, dear. What does fashioned mean? Fashioned means shaped or molded. So what did he do? He picked up the onions and pulled one up. He smashed it with a stick, made 4 onion pieces, and said, "Rub this all over yourselves now." Okay, this was in order to escape what?
Miss, but why did they rub themselves with onions?
I'm not sure. Maybe it's the butterflies the butterflies did not want to come near them. I'm guessing the big giant monster. Okay.
Okay.
Auday, can you continue reading? All right, Yassine Douini, can you continue reading?
Yes, I can continue. No, actually, the onion did a role explained because butterflies taste with their feet. I knew that the the onion's bitterness would drive the insect away. Miss.
All right. Can you continue reading?
Yeah, okay. Jackson looked perplexed. Huh?
Perplexed, confused.
Butterfly stayed perplexed. Huh? Butterflies taste with their feet, he exclaimed, confused. Yes, Rule replied. Don't you remember learning that last year in the science class? I guess I was daydreaming that day. Jackson adding
Admitted?
rule, admitted, adding rule, you are a forceful friend.
Okay, thank you. So, what caused the insect to run away? To fly away, sorry, not run. This is a butterfly. The onions, okay? So it says here that butterflies taste with their feet. This is something that um, Raul found out in science class, all right? But his other friend was not paying attention. But apparently, butterflies taste with their feet, and this is what. So they tasted by standing on them. They tasted the onions and they flew away. It flew
Miss,
away.
Miss, but
Read,
Yes.
this was disconcerting a
let's
little
go
bit.
read.
How do they taste with their feet? They doesn't have mouths in their feet.
They have something that this is what it says, that they have something that can
Let's read.
taste. All right, Reem, go ahead and continue.
Then, without warning, a squirrel flew down and announced, "I'm hungry." When the huge bird walked close and to Jackson, Juanita tore off the silver bracelet and ring that she was wearing and threw them as far as she could. The crowd raced after the jewelry, and the friends ran the other way. Even after the bird was out of sight, they kept running, and Jackson called to Juanita, "Why did you throw away your jewelry?"
All
Juanita
right, thank
explained.
you, Reem. Thank you, dear. Yassine Hisham, can you continue reading?
Okay, but then where are we?
Where are we? We are here. You see? No, sorry. Juanita
Gianca
explained.
explained.
Juanita explained. I read in a nature book. Second paragraph on page 183.
Okay. Junita explained, I read in a nature book that crows are attracted to shiny objects. So I knew that giant birds would go after the jewelry instead of me.
All right. Continue reading.
You see, Paul said, looking at Jackson, knowing about nature has saved us again from our tormentors.
From our tormentors. Okay. Knowing about nature has saved us again from our tormentors. What are tormentors? People or things. So anything that bothers you, okay, or that causes you pain. All
Miss,
right,
can
but
I
of
read?
course, this insect to them was very dangerous, so this is why they're calling it a tormentor.
Miss,
Who's
can I
asking to
read?
read?
Yeah.
Oday? Where were you when
Oday.
I called on you?
Yes.
Go ahead, continue reading.
Yes, I was drinking
No
water.
problem.
I'm
Continue
sorry.
reading.
Finally, that four friends stopped running, but not by choice. They accidentally tripped over a tree, look, and landed in Joey
Gooey?
mud that mud that covered their faces, making it impossible for them to see. They heard another loud cracking when the four whipped the mud away and opened their eyes. They were back in a role game room in front of the computer screen. All the mud was gone, and the electric blue sky had become four white walls.
All right. Thank you. And last paragraph. Sadet?
I'm here. I'm here. We're off the island. Latres cried. We survived Survivaland, and all of us returned to a normal civilization. So, who won the game? Roll wondered. Jackson declared, I think we all did it. But I feel like the biggest winner because I've managed to cultivate a new appreciation for nature. Agreed, the friends cried as they wondered what game they might like to play next.
All right, thank you. So, what does cultivate mean? I've managed to cultivate a new appreciation for nature. What do you think this means? Say, I've managed to cultivate a new appreciation for nature. So we compared this to a garden, right? Well, we said it takes time to cultivate a garden. To cultivate means to improve, to develop, or to make something better. All right, so he now has a new appreciation for nature because this is what saved them, right? Okay, the story's author here uses foreshadowing. What is foreshadowing, guys? Do you remember when we talked about foreshadowing? Foreshadowing means giving us hints about what is
No.
going to happen in the story. All right, giving us hints. This is called foreshadowing. And this is what creates suspense in a story. All right, so on page 100, and I think this was the first page, 180, yeah, sorry, 181. Jackson says that knowing about nature is not important, and this causes suspense, right? It gives a story structure because later the events in the page show that Jackson will learn his lesson by playing the game, right? After the friends end up inside the game, their first test is to figure out which way is west by knowing about nature. Also, knowing about nature helped them to escape the insect, right? So that's what the foreshadowing in the story is about. Okay, does anybody have any questions about the vocabulary, about this text that we read today?
No.
No? Okay.
No, Miss, I have
Yeah.
a question.
Yes, dear.
Here the voice is
Devise?
okay. I,
I didn't hear you, dear. What's
I
your
wrote
question?
something wrong.
What did you write?
I get something wrong. I thought the device is devices.
No, not devices. Devise. It's a verb. Device is with a C. Devise.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, guys, can we please open the Your Turn practice workbook?
Okay, I'll get it.
Please, everyone, get your Turn practice workbook.
Page what?
Page 111. All right, 1 minute, guys. I will give you 1 minute. Go get your book, and we'll start.
Miss, can you say page what again, please?
It's on the screen, dear. 111.
Sorry, didn't see. Page 111. I got it. Miss, we can say this page is triple one.
Yeah, it is long. All right, ready to start?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to answer the questions below using a vocabulary word. All right, and the vocabulary word is in bold here. What is a common obstacle that every civilization must face? What is a civilization? A civilization, we said, is a society that is advanced, that has developed agriculture, trade, art, science. This is a civilization. So what is a common obstacle that every civilization must face? Yassine said it.
Yes. Hello?
Yes, dear. What is a common civilization that every civilization must, sorry, what is a common obstacle, I'm sorry, that every civilization must face?
Maybe it can be maybe it can be economy or land. Maybe the land's too small for a civilization,
Okay.
and maybe the like the minerals or the riches that's in the civilization maybe not enough for
What
the
about food?
to grow.
What about food? Wouldn't this be an obstacle? Providing
Yes, and
food for
maybe
everyone in the civilization?
yes. Yeah, maybe overpopulation and maybe like the shortage of land.
Okay.
Not enough land.
All right. So overpopulation. Okay.
Yes.
A common obstacle that every, guys, we're writing the full sentence to answer each question, okay? Be sure to write the
Yes,
sentence in
yes.
your workbook. That every civilization must face is providing enough food for its people.
Miss, what mean civilization?
All right, what is a civilization?
Miss, you wrote
Civilization is,
provided wrong.
sorry, because I have the chat box covering it, I didn't see. Providing, there we go. Okay, what is a civilization? A civilization is a society, right? But it's usually a complex society, all right, that is advanced, developed. It is a society that has a form of government. It has its own art and science. So it's just a developed society, group of people. Okay, number 2. What is something you fashioned with your own hands?
I didn't fashion anything.
What is something you fashioned with your own hands? So think about
I did.
clay.
I did.
Think
Yeah,
about
I did
clay.
fashion
Yeah.
something.
Say I fashioned a, what could you fashion out of clay?
Miss, I did
Uh,
fashion something.
What did you fashion? Tell me.
Poetry.
My bedroom
Pottery?
wall.
I
Number
finished a
two.
boat. A boat.
So we could say I fashioned a vase out of clay. Okay, number 3. Who would like to answer number 3? Why is it important for farmers to cultivate their land? What does it mean to cultivate, to improve, to
Cultivate
develop,
to take care.
to make it
grow
better?
plants.
All right.
To
So
grow the
Yassine,
plants.
number 3.
ياسين الدواني ولا ياسين هشام ولا هو؟ Yes, which
I now
Yasin?
have 3 years.
Miss Yasin الدواني or هشام?
Yassine Douini.
Okay. Why is it important for farmers to cultivate their land? It's important for farmers to cultivate their land to grow plants.
Okay, it's important. All right, very good. It is important
Order to grow.
for farmers
It is
to cultivate their land,
to grow plants.
to grow plants successfully, right? Or
Yes.
for their plants to grow successfully.
No, miss, not me. Not me. I have.
Okay, I want to mute
Miss,
where this noise
you
is coming
wrote
from.
PL and just
All right, guys, somebody has another lesson going on and it's loud. Can you mute it, please?
Yasin الدواني. No, I close it. I close it.
Miss, can it be
Yes,
written for order the plant to grow?
for all of course. This is also correct. Okay, thank you, Yassine. Number 4, what would happen if there was a shortage of books at the library? Again, guys, raise your hand if you know the answer. If not, put it down so that I don't call on you. If you know the answer,
Miss,
raise your
I'm
hand.
raising my hand.
Okay, number 4.
Uh, I think people, childrens will not have a lot of knowledge from books.
All right, children they won't be able to find what they need, right? They'll be able to find the
Yes.
books that they want to read. Okay.
Miss, the answer for this is
Miss,
a
and maybe
simple sentence shortage.
I'm sorry?
Miss,
The
Yes.
answer for this is a simple sentence for shortage.
The answer is what, dear? I'm sorry?
I
No, a simple
there is
answer?
a sample sentences that is for shortage. It can be the answer here. It says the students will share copies.
All right.
Miss,
Yes.
maybe if there's a shortage in books and libraries, there will be like no novels who can uh, tell their idea or share it with others.
All right. So basically, if there's a shortage of books at the library, people might not.
Might not get any ideas or be like people who have knowledge or something.
Okay, they might not find the information they need. They might not be able.
Get enough education.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly.
Okay. If there's a shortage of books at the library, people might not be able to find the information they need. Okay, number 5. Kenzie?
What?
Miss, can you hear me?
Yes, dear. Kenzie, are you there?
Yeah, I didn't hear you. Sorry.
It's okay. Do you know the answer for number 5? An answer for number 5? There's not one specific answer.
Not really.
Okay. Are they?
Yes, miss. Miss?
Yes?
Yes.
Number 5?
Yes, miss.
Guys, you are raising your hand, so when I'm calling you, I expect that you want to answer because you are raising your
Okay.
hands.
What is a complex from that you helped solve?
All right. What is a complex problem that you helped solve? This can be anything.
Miss, I know the answer.
I know.
Okay. I'm gonna give me an answer.
Helping my brother in studying for his test.
Okay. How do you use that
For his
with
exam.
complex?
Studying studying for my studying
I helped
my
my brother
brother
study for his
complex test.
Okay. Thank you.
Miss,
Number 6.
I actually
Yes, Yasin?
I helped solve a Rubik's score like 2 times.
I helped what, dear? I can't hear you.
I did help solve a complex Rubik's cube that was a 4x4 for like 2 times.
All right. That's also a great example. Okay, so you don't have to write my sentence. Any sentence that uses the word correctly is okay. All right,
Also,
number
Miss, I helped
6,
my sister
Danahi.
in finishing his puzzle.
Very complex puzzle, yeah. All right, Danahi, number 6.
How would you devise a plan for eating better? I devise a plan of eating vegetables and fruits only as snacks.
All right. I devised a plan, so it's saying, how would you devise a plan for eating better? I would devise a plan by eating healthy foods as snacks. Excellent. Number 7. All right, same 4 are raising their hands. Does anybody else have an answer?
Miss, always these 4 raise their hand.
Yes. Okay, Kenzie, number 7.
Yes. How can dogs be tormentors to cats? They could chase the cats and scare them away.
Okay. So dogs can be tormentors to cats.
Miss, I can write the dog is a big tormentor for cats because sometimes he scared them.
That's right. Also okay, because they're always trying to chase them. Thank you. And number 8.
I mean, not all the time. Like I saw some cats and dogs like be together.
Miss, where is number 7?
It doesn't bother each other.
This is number 7. We're on number 8.
Miss, but
Yes, but
sometimes
you
I
write
see a
number
cat
7,
and dog and they
Yes.
but it's not on the screen.
What?
No, it's on the screen.
Number 7 is right here all day.
Yes, now is show, but in the first is not
Okay.
right.
Okay. Number 8. Yasin Adwani.
Miss, can you
Okay.
hear me?
Habiba. Okay, maybe I lost connection.
Yes, miss.
All right, dear, do you know the answer for number 8?
Why would it be helpful to have a resourceful person as a friend?
Yeah, why would it be?
My friend is resourceful.
All right, so let's answer the
With
question.
me.
It would be helpful to have a resourceful friend or a resourceful person as a friend because what would a resourceful friend do? Where'd you go, Habiba? Because they could help you, for example, in
Help you in anything.
all right, they could help you in
And
a difficult.
they can support you.
All right, good. So, for example, in a difficult situation. Okay, did everybody finish?
Yes, we did.
Everybody done writing?
Yes.
No.
All right, the meeting will end in less than 2 minutes. So as soon as you finish writing, you may leave.
Okay, I can
All
leave
right,
now.
and
Bye.
we will meet again tomorrow. Today you have homework. Check Smart Schools for it. Okay?
Miss, tomorrow we
Bye.
are holiday.
Oh, tomorrow is off. You are right. I will see you on Wednesday. I forgot
I forgot.
on Wednesday.
Yeah, me too.
I was gonna set an
I
alarm to
almost
wake up
forgot.
very early tomorrow. Okay. Enjoy your day off, guys, and I will see you on Wednesday.
Okay,
Miss, can you
bye.
What
upload?
homework we will have? What homework?
You will have a grammar sheet
Miss, can you
that is
upload
due
it early?
Wednesday. Yes, dear.
Can you upload
Miss,
it
what
early?
we will write
Cool.
in the general in the project? We will write anything in the general?
What general? The journal?
The notebook?
You will write your paragraphs. After you complete the chart, you will write your paragraphs.
Okay.
Okay?
Miss, can you upload the homework early?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Miss, I will leave. Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Miss, I don't understand the project.
What do you not understand? Amr, the meeting is going to end. If message me if you have any questions. Okay, because it will shut off now. What do you not understand about the project?
So, Miss, I don't understand how we will brainstorm
You
alone.
just brainstorm means think. Think of possible topics. This is what it means to brainstorm.
Because, Miss, when I do paragraphs in my schools,